Hey BookTube, it's Jackie. How's it going? If you're new to me and it's the first time you're seeing my face, hello, what's up? My name's Jackie. I sit on my floor and I talk about books. So I hope that's why you're here, because that's what's gonna be happening today. If you're not new to me, thank you for always tuning in and the continued support. I really do appreciate it. So today for you, I have my weekly wrap up. This is on week 22 and 23, as I did not upload a weekly wrap up last week. Still in that funk and haven't quite come out of it yet, but I'm starting to, making some progress. So this is going to be a dual week wrap up. So this will conclude from dates May 28th through June 10th and all my reading shenanigans in between, as well as I have an unboxing to do. So grab yourself a drink, have yourself a seat, let's get talking some books. Okay, so like I said, I'm still coming out of this funk that I've been in, and I'm feeling like I'm coming out. I'm starting to feel more like myself, which makes me very, very happy, but I still not have completed anything. So I'm gonna talk about the two books that I have been working on these past 2 weeks, and we're gonna do a little chit chat about those because I am very excited about them. The first one is Highland Beast by Heather Mccolumm, and it looks like this. This is an audiobook by Timothy Campbell and the fourth installment of the Sons of Sinclair series. We are following the Horsemen of Death in this one, and so far I have a pretty good idea where this book is going, but there has been a turn, and it's a turn that I saw, but I like the way that it was done. I was pretty for sure, because he is the Horseman of Death, and the precursor installments, all the other Sons of Sinclair installments, each horseman had to find the adverse to kind of overcome the issue that was presented in the novel, along with winning the heart of the heroine. And this one follows suit, except it's the way that he overcomes that adversity, because he is the Horseman of Death. I was very surprised to see that that was the route that the author took. So I'm very excited to see where this goes. I had an idea this is where it was going, but I just like the way that she was doing it and kind of the scenarios that she put in play. I'm very excited to see this to its fruition. And Timothy Campbell doing a fantastic job. I'm about 25% of the way through, and there's still no spice yet. I've had a kiss, so need to speed that up a little bit for my taste. I would prefer just a little bit more action here soon, but we shall see what happens. But I plan on completing that this coming week, along with a few other things, including this next book, which is At Her Command by Joey W. Hill. This is the first installment to the Mistress of the Boardroom novel, and this was chosen as my TBR review recommendation book 2 months ago. So I'm a little bit behind. So you will get a full book review on this one. But from what I can say from this one right now is this is a very intense book. It's a good intense, but it's intense. Sorry, I just hit my camera. Sorry, guys. This book almost forces you to read it slow. It's so crazy because it is about a female dom and a male sub. And the male sub happens to be a former Navy SEAL. So not someone you would stereotypically believe to be a submissive person. So in this book, we have him being our security detail for our mistress. And being a mistress in the world that that Hill has created for her, she's always in control. She's always on top. She's a powerhouse in her field, and she came across a man who is now threatening her. So she needs extra security. Her world is being rocked. It's being torn upside down, and the control that she's so used to possessing in her everyday life is being taken away. And now she has to depend on someone else to protect her. And that is a complete adverse thought for her in her BDSM mistress kind of world. Okay, complete adverse thought. Our SEAL, who is used to protecting and being the first man out, he can do anything, he can handle anything. He does not give off the vibe that he is a submissive one, but he is having a sexual awakening, and he has encountered this woman, and they both have something the other person desires. And this is where our romance is really formulating in this awkward stage. They're forming their romance in the world that they're not familiar with. but the other is. So we're learning this codependence. And the reason why this book is so intense is because at times I feel like I'm almost reading a textbook on how to have a BDSM relationship. There is a lot of exploratory sections in this book because our male sub, this is a first time for him. So our dom is literally explaining everything, bare bones, like everything, what her role is, what the role of safe words are, what they actually mean, why they are important, all of these things. And this is great fucking conversation. I love the fact that I'm getting all this conversation, but there is a lot of it. So much. Like at times I feel like I'm reading a textbook. So when I feel like I'm reading a textbook, I read textbooks in different ways. I read them to sit there and absorb every single piece of information. So I read them very, very slowly and very, very intently with purpose. And I monitor and I take notes. And I feel like I need to do this in this book. But if you took the exploratory parts out of this book that I've gotten to so far, you wouldn't really have much of a plot at this point of where I'm at. And I'm about halfway through. So it's kind of awkward for me. I am enjoying it and I've got a lot of stuff to say. So I'm really looking forward to finishing it and giving a full book review and really breaking this thing down and fleshing it out. So I really hope that you guys will stick with me and stick around for that. I think it's going to be a good one. And I bought the rest of the series. Joey W. Hill, the author is fantastic. It doesn't read very slow. Everything flows really, really nicely. It's not so exploratory that it's almost boring or dry. The information that she's giving me is very interesting. It's very intriguing. And it all serves a purpose for our story because in our actual story element, we touch back to this stuff. And I really like those ties in. I think she's doing a really good job with it. It's just, there's a lot of explanation in this book. I mean, this book is almost 500 pages. And I'm at almost the halfway point. And the amount of actual story moments versus expletive moments, explanation moments, definition moments, rule breaking down, conversations, stuff like that, they're a lot heavier on this expletive side versus the story side. So I'm hoping that that is just kind of opening the world and that's kind of her world building and we'll start getting the story going. We also have a BDSM sex club dynamic in this book, which I'm really, really excited to experience because I find that fascinating. I find that whole element, that whole world just something to be in awe of almost because it's just so, it's just so of a unique environment. I just find it very, very fascinating. So I'm having a great fucking time with this book. I'm having a fantastic time with this, but I am definitely taking my time with it for sure. But that is what I've been working on, you guys. So I have not completed anything. I apologize. I am getting out of this funk, and I thank you so much for staying with me through this. You guys mean the world to me, and I love you dearly. So thank you for, putting up with me and my lack of completing of books. But I hope I'm starting to feel like I'm coming out of whatever I was in, because I'm starting to feel more and more like myself. So I do appreciate you guys, your patience and your tolerance with me. I do very much appreciate it. And I love you very much for it. Now, how about we do an unboxing? Because that's always fun. So my first one here is my book of the month subscription box. And I couldn't find my small knife. So I have my husband's big Bowie knife. So yeah, there you go. It's a knife. There you go. That's a really bad Aussie accent, just so you know. I'm not really good with accents. So we'll just pop this baby open and not cut myself. Always cut away from yourself, guys. There we go. All right. So let's see what I got. So first off, the bookmark they sent me was respectfully leave me alone. Wow, this is like a motto that I need sometimes when I'm trying to read my books. Just have it plastered, like respectfully leave me alone. Thank you. That's a definitely keeper. All right, so the first one I have here is Fiona Davis, The Spectacular. This looks fun. So let's see. A thrilling story about love, sacrifice, and the pursuit of dreams set amid the glamour and glitz of the Radio City Music Hall in its mid-century heyday. New York City, 1956. 19-year-old Marion Brooks knows she should be happy. Her high school sweetheart is about to propose and sweep her off to the life everyone has always expected they'd have together, a quiet house in the suburbs. Marion staying home to raise their future children, but instead Marion finds herself feeling trapped. So when she comes across an opportunity to audition for the famous Radio City Rockettes, the glamorous precision dancing troupe, she jumps at the chance to exchange her predictable future for the dazzling life of a performer. Meanwhile, the city is reeling from a string of bombings orchestrated by a person in the press has nicknamed the Big Apple Bomber, who has been terrorizing the citizens of New York for 16 years by planting bombs in popular crowded spaces. With the public in an uproar over the lack of any real leads over a years-long manhunt, the police turn into desperation to Peter Griggs, a young doctor at the local mental hospital who espouses a radical new technique of psychological profiling. As both Marion and Peter find themselves unexpectedly pulled into the police search for the bomber, Marion realizes that as much as she's been training herself to blend in, performing in perfect unison with all the other identical Rockettes, if she hopes to catch the bomber, she'll need to stand out and take a terrifying risk. In doing so, she may be forced to sacrifice everything she's worked for, as well as the people she loves the most. Well, that sounds fascinating. A Rockette being a psychological profiler. That sounds very, very interesting, and I love this cover. I love this. I love this aesthetic. I think this is gorgeous, and it's historical fiction, and I'm in a historical fiction mood. I'm always in a historical fiction mood because it's my jam, guys. It's my jam. So this one, I always say this about my Book of the Month books, but I hope I do pick this one up soon because I've never seen the Rockettes live, and I've always wanted to, but I love the idea of profiling, so you kind of put two things that I love together. We'll see what happens. And I did get 2 books this month because it was my birthday month in May, so I got my free credit in May. And I also picked up The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer. This, years ago, a reclusive mega best-selling author quit writing under mysterious circumstances. Suddenly, he resurfaces with a brand new book and a one-of-a-kind competition, offering a prize that will change the winner's life. Make a wish. Lucy Hart knows better than anyone who it's like to grow up without parents who loved her. In a childhood marked by the neglect and loneliness, Lucy found her solace in books, namely the Clock Island series by Jack Masterson. Now a 26-year-old teacher's aide, Lucy is able to share her love of reading with the bright young students, especially 7-year-old orphan Christopher Lamb. Lucy would give anything to adopt Christopher, but even the idea of becoming a family seems like an impossible dream without proper funds and stability. Just when Lucy's about to give up, Jack Masterson announced he's finally written a new book. Even better, he's holding a contest at his home on the real Clock Island, and Lucy is one of the 4 lucky contestants chosen to compete to win the one and only copy. For Lucy, the chance of winning the most sought-after book of the world means everything to her and Christopher. But first, she must contend with ruthless book collectors, wily opponents, and distractingly handsome and grumpy Hugo Reese, the illustrator of the Clock Island books. Meanwhile, Jack, the mastermind Masterson, is plotting the ultimate twist ending that could change all of their lives forever. Well, that just sounds fucking amazing. And I think this was a thriller. I'm pretty sure this was in the thriller category. Yeah, that sounds awesome. So, yeah, that sounds great. That sounds dope. Almost, you know, like I got chills on that one. I got chills. So these are my book of the months. I'm excited. I'm always excited about my book of the month. So, all right. Now for this next package. I found this on my doorstep when I came home from Ohio, and it is Love You Finally. This is the ARC box for the second installment to the Love in Beverly Mills series by Lauren Lacey, and she chose me to be on her ARC team for the second installment, so she sent me the ARC box. So we're gonna see what is inside. So Love You Finally is the name of the second book. I do have a full book review on the first one, Love You Always, and I'll link it here in the corner so you guys can go check it out, and it'll be also in the down box below. So we're gonna carefully open this up so I don't stab myself. That would be awesome. All right. Oh, I have to open all the sides. I have to open all the sides, people. Make sure you get all the tape. know, who doesn't love tape? I love the color. I love this lilac purple. All right, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we got some paper. Okay. Ooh, we have goodies. We have goodies. Yay. All right, so we'll start a little bit at a time. So first off, I have a wax melt strawberry waffle cone. That smells, if that's what it smells like. Strawberry waffle cone. If you watch my review of Love You Always, there's a reason that strawberries make me giggle. New kink unlocked. Just reminded me of it. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you. Appreciate that. We also have this little item here. Let's see what it is. It looks like a keychain. Books stole my heart. Nice gold. That's beautiful. That's definitely going on my key ring for work. That's stunning. I love that. I love it. It's so pretty. All right. We also have tea plus books equal a perfect day. So it's a little jar of dried tea leaves. I don't know what the smell is. It just smells like regular tea. So I'll have to try. I'm not a big tea drinker, but I'll be willing to try it. So, but I love this little bottle. I do. I think that thing's adorable. It's so cute. It's so cute. I wonder if tea has something to do with the book. Maybe it does. Because I also received a Zhao Passion caffeine-free tea bag in purple. So we have a theme going on here. Oh, I got some annotation note post-its. I'm always in need of these. Always. I don't really annotate my books that much, but when I do, I'm always in need of them. I have a sticker. I tried to form a gang once, but it turned into a book club. Isn't that the truth? Okay, seriously. Like, I want to be a badass gang member, and they always just turn into book clubs and girlfriends bitching about books and talking books. It's great. It's good times. Oh, she included a highlighter for annotation and note-taking. That's fantastic. And I got a bookmark. Falling for my book bay 1 page at a time. That's one side of it. And the other side says, I eat and sleep, but I mostly read. Yes, that is awesome. That is fantastic. All right. And then I got some other book stickers, a little book stack, and a little chick sitting on some books. Add to my book sticker collection. And then we got this card. Your support means so much to me. Thank you so much for taking time to read and review book 2 of Love in Beverly Mills series, Love You Finally. Have fun connecting with the Beverly Mills crew as they experience extreme highs and unfortunate lows through their lives. I know that many readers often read to escape, but I hope you will enjoy reading to relate with me. This story will at times be difficult to read, but please trust me when I say that Avery's pain and torment will eventually be followed by healing. I took a leap of faith this year and decided to begin my indie author journey. This has been an incredible experience thus far, and I can't thank you enough for your support and encouragement. Stay tuned for the final book of the series, Love You Till the End, slated to release in October of 2023. Well, I'm down for it. Fuck yeah, I'm down for it. Let's do it. All right. And now, I actually do not have a copy of the first one, so I'm going to have to definitely get a copy of the first one because I reviewed it for Readsy Discovery, so I just got an e-copy of it. So I'm going to definitely need a physical copy of it for my collection. But here it is, Love You Finally. Love in Beverly Mills is back with book 2, Love You Finally. Stifled by insecurities stemming from being a black girl adopted into a white family, Avery Whalen is seemingly strong but certainly stubborn woman who always felt she wasn't quite good enough. She's surrounded by people who love her, but there isn't enough love in the world that could fill the void of wanting to be loved by her birth mother. Yet Avery's best friend, Deacon Owens, has always loved her even when she didn't love herself. Avery and Deacon's journey from best friends to lovers is at times tumultuous, frustrating, and even traumatic. However, Deacon is committed to supporting Avery no matter what. This spicy, heavy, and emotionally compelling love story showcases the bond between friends who decide to walk 2 different paths in life, but always seem to meet again at their most pivotal moments in time. They will help another cope, heal, and love. Most importantly, they will help each other realize that they can have the life they always wanted, the life they always deserved. It sounds fascinating, and I can't wait. Oh, I thought it would be signed. It's not signed. I was hoping it'd be signed. It's not, but I have it now, so I will get to review this one, and you will see a review for it soon because there'll be a full book review on this one as well. So thank you. That is awesome. So I just want to say thank you, Lauren, for sending me this ARC box. I really, really appreciate it. All the little goodies are fantastic. Thank you so much. I will have very good time using all of the goodies, and I'm going to place my bookmark in my bookmark collection right here. There we go, and my other bookmark of the day. So that is what I got for you guys this week. I will hopefully see you soon with another video, and thank you again for always staying and supporting me and choosing to watch my videos. I really, really do appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys all soon with another video. Love you.